This Vandy team is seems like a little bit more small ball than they have been in the past. Is that kind of what you've seen, and how do you kind of defend that a little bit?
Well, two things. One, I mean, they're way more physical than people realize. They played a couple different guys in the lineup. They're just younger. They're big and strong. May not be hit as many homers as maybe we have or some teams in our league have to this point. But you never know what kind of weather teams play in, right? I mean, it's going to be a south wind here in town, so they have big, strong, athletic players. They have a kid named Holcomb, just got in the lineup lately, hit 2 homers at LSU, so he's huge. But yeah, I don't think there's a Spencer Jones in there or some of the bigger first baseman, right fielders that they've had in the past. But they're super athletic. They can really run. Like you said, they'll use the bunt as an offensive weapon, which for us, I've never seen a ball that gets bunted go over the fence. So the bigger deal is when a team bunts, just make sure you get it out. And if the guy puts down a great bunt, just eat it and live for the next pitch. Most games, even in our league, every now and then it'll happen, but even with our offense, most offenses don't bloody you with 5 straight hits. They bloody you with free bases, then a big hit. So Vanderbilt's no different than that. The difference is their pitching. That's the difference. That's the big challenge. I mean, the offense is going to be – every offense in this league is challenged in its own way, but it's their pitching that's going to be a challenge for us.
And the rotation looked the same for y'all this week?
Yes.
I know Vanderbilt's pretty left-handed, but you've got plenty of left-handers that your guys can face in some games and stuff like that. So what about facing your pitching allows your hitting to be prepared for a test like that?
You mean they're left-handed on the mound?
Yes.
Yeah, they're left-handed on the mound because they're not left-handed in the lineup unless they play some different guys. Yeah, I mean, we face a lot of lefties all fall, all spring. Are our lefties as good as theirs? Our top-end ones are. Some of the guys towards the bottom not as good yet because they're younger or haven't pitched as much lately. But yeah, this is super high-end SEC pitching, and so thankfully, we have 2 switch hitters in the lineup. Targo can certainly be in the lineup to give us 3 switch hitters. But at the end of the day, Schott's shown the ability to stay on the lefties, and Sorrell's getting better at it every day.
Mike Elko was complimentary of your recruiting yesterday.
Oh, really?
Maybe it's because you mentioned the pin guy as well, but he just talked about how you target specific needs, and he said that's what they're trying to do. Could you just kind of speak to that approach?
I'd have to see the context and what he was talking about. We target specific needs in the transfer portal.
You go get a guy, Braden Montgomery, but also a guy from Columbia or Penn as well.
Yeah.
In the transfer, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So all of that, it would be, you go in that transfer portal for us simply because the draft is so late. So, for instance, on our team this year, what's Jackson Appel going to do when the season's over? He has another year of eligibility. What's Camarillo going to do when the season's over? He has another year of eligibility. How does that compare relative to the high school players that we signed, and what's the draft risk on their side, right? So we have to make those decisions before the Major League draft. But yeah, we do. You build and maintain your program with high school players, and then we'll cherry pick the portal for the need that we have in the moment, right? If we have pretty sure, as long as Grahovic's back here, I mean, we feel really good about that Gavin's going to play in the infield somewhere. We have a transfer coming. I think I'm allowed to talk about him. I don't know. I better not. But we do have another Ivy League transfer coming that we committed before Gavin ever got to school, right? And he's a third baseman, but he can also play other spots in the infield, as can Gavin. But so you just don't really ever know in our sport because of the Major League draft. But in terms of the portal, I do understand. Yes, we have we need 2 lefties. Boom, go get them, right? The high school players, it's hard to do that because you recruit them so early and you don't know what they're going to do with the draft.
It's Turner Gold weekend. Just what does that mean to you, and why do you like it?
Yeah, it means the world to me. It's well documented. The experiences I've been a part of in Fort Worth with Cook's Children's Hospital and our guy Micah Ahern up there. Just wanted to continue to have a very deep heart for families that are going through that, and as importantly, the healthcare workers that deal with those children and those families on a daily basis. So I think Texas A&M was doing this before I came here, so it was an easy thing to continue, and have gotten closer and closer to that organization. So looking forward to being a part of it again this weekend.
All right, any more questions?
Sweet.